She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy gazpacho.
Important to take a lame gorilla, okay?
Right, did you know that Arsenal died?
He's got me buzzing.
Up the TOFFEEs. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Are we live? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Footy with the boys. We are back. Good to have you with us. I am back. Took a hiatus. I was gone. Arsenal beat Madrid at the Bernabeu. I said I have to stay off the pod, and then we lost at home. But things happen, and we bounced back. Anyways, great to see you all. We have a full show for you guys today. Big news checking in on a couple of other leagues. Very quick check-in with the Gunners and the TOFFEEs. But mainly we're going to be talking about the Champions League semi-finals coming up this week. We'll wrap it up with some good segs with the boys. But to get us started, Mike Tracy, the impossible has happened. What many call a curse unlike any other.
Eclipse of the sun.
Only thing the man has won is an Audi Cup. Well, now you can add Bundesliga champion to it because Harry Kane has won the league with Bayern Munich. Bayern win it this weekend. Harry Kane has a trophy. What are your thoughts, Tris?
My thoughts are Tottenham's probably going to win Europa League now. It seems only right. Harry Kane breaks his curse. That means Tottenham will break theirs. Yeah, it was kind of inevitable that it would happen at some point, but damn, I think he's 30, 31, 32. It took a long time.
It did, yeah. I wonder if this does anything for his legacy as a striker, because I think the names have been the same for a while now. Obviously, Haaland has kind of entered the picture, but probably the prime and back end of Benzema's career, Lewandowski, Harry Kane, kind of the tier right there, right below the Messis and Ronaldos of forwards in the world. So do you think this does anything for Harry Kane or same guy?
I mean, yeah, team trophy, but I was never going to criticize him too much. He's been phenomenal individually. No one has his goal tally in England. He's been unreal. It just didn't ever come together with the team. And last year they got a bit unlucky because Leverkusen were so damn good, but this year they did it pretty comfortably.
Yeah, pretty comfortably indeed. I was judging him based off it, but I might be just a tad bit biased. Either way, if you are a fan of football, then you might be just a little bit happy to see Harry Kane get one. Based on talent alone, he definitely deserves it. Speaking of Spurs, James Maddison out. Looks like a little injury here. As you say, they are aiming for European glory. One of 3 British teams aiming for glory in Europe, which we'll talk about here soon.
4.
That might hurt their chances. 4. Oh my goodness. Forgot about Chelsea. So interesting times. That being said, another league also coming down to the end here. The Prem has been decided for a minute now, it feels like. But La Liga, your very own Barcelona, coming up against Madrid this upcoming weekend in El Clásico. Both of them win this weekend to keep it at a 4-point gap. This is it. I think after this game, there's only 2-3 games left. Barca can wrap it up. Real Madrid can make it interesting. What are we thinking for this upcoming game? Who do we got, Trace?
I got Barcelona. I mean, they've kicked Madrid's ass. They've had their number every game this season. To beat them 4 times in one season would be unreal. It would just make Madrid's season that much worse, knowing that the last chance to win a trophy was ended by their bitter rivals, and they had already been knocked out of the Copa del Rey by them as well. Yeah, got a little bit hazy this weekend, or hairy this weekend against Real Valladolid. Went down 1-0, but scraped back to win. Usual suspects, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal involved in that winning game. Some major injuries on both sides. Madrid looked good today, scored a bunch of goals. Arda Güler had a peach. If Barcelona could do this one, then the trouble is really on with who knows what's going to happen against Inter Milan in the midweek, but all to play for.
All to play for sure. Arda Güler with an absolute stunner today, by the way. Absolute correct to shout that out. Rafinha and Yamal. I mean, they're just these might be the two most informed wingers in the world. These guys are absolutely nuts and have been doing it all year. So Barcelona can basically wrap it up. I think they will. I hope they do as well. Not a big fan of this Madrid team myself, but moving on to the main story, you teased a little bit there as Barca's treble hopes are alive. 4 teams are still alive in 2 very close games this past weekend as PSG beat Arsenal 1-0 at the Emirates, and then Inter went over to Spain, tied at 3-3. Both games up for grabs here coming back. Talk to me a little bit about Inter versus Barca, Mike, because that was an absolutely insane game. Inter felt like they could have had it in control, but it felt like chaos for the entire 90 minutes despite the scoreline. 2 very attacking-minded teams, 2 teams that may be a little vulnerable in the back. What did you see from that first leg, Trace?
Yeah, I always knew Inter was going to be a tough game, but they really had 3 pieces of magic. All these goals are crazy. Thuram's in the first minute. It's a good ball across, and he makes a good run. But to flick it with his heel, back post, give Chesney no chance. That's unreal, that kind of finish. And then Dumfries comes out of nowhere and scores 2 pretty great goals as well.
What a player.
So they took their chances really well. I think Barcelona created a lot more. They scored 3, couple great goals. Yamal was everywhere this game. He was giving Inter problems. DeMarco couldn't hang with him very well. He was getting in all sorts of space, and he hit the post twice, hit the crossbar. One on an effort that was surely a goal, and the chip late at the end. There could have been 5 goals going for Barcelona side at least. All to play for. Not having a lead going into Inter is a bit scary, but based on how informed these 2 guys are, it seems like it's possible. Rotated the side a bit this weekend, so guys will be rested, ready to play. But it's really hard to pick between these 2 right now.
Yeah, I think the wingers that we just talked about might find a little bit of joy down on these wing backs. Obviously very attack-minded. Yamal scoring right after that Dumfries goal was huge, though, because 2-0, and it felt like the momentum was going, and to get one right back, I think really kept Barca in this game. And I think you're right. They were probably the better team. But Inter can do anything at any given moment. So I think this is truly a toss-up, especially when you consider it's at the San Siro, one of the most historic venues in world football. So it's going to be an exciting Champions League night this Tuesday. To be followed by perhaps an even closer game if you talk about the actual performances that happened, as PSG did beat Arsenal 1-0 in that last game. Arsenal then play on the weekend, lose to Bournemouth. Didn't rotate the squad. No. I would say an embarrassing effort, an embarrassing loss at home to Bournemouth, who, no disrespect to Bournemouth because they've had a great year, but Arsenal have just completely shut off in the Premier League for the past month, it feels like. So another blow there, I guess you could say, for morale as now it's only a 3-point lead on Man City for second, even though substantial goal difference and Southampton still to play. Champions League is more or less locked up as long as you beat Southampton at the end of the season, even though we have Newcastle and Liverpool next. So I would urge Arsenal fans not to worry too much about the league. And if you're worrying about the Champions League, I don't blame you, because what a game we had. 4 minutes in. It wasn't, 1 minute with Marcus Thuram, but it was 4 minutes. Ousmane Dembele slotted home for PSG. The first, I would say, 25 minutes of that game, PSG were all over Arsenal. Arsenal could not figure out their press. They couldn't figure out how to get to PSG. Credit to the boys, credit to Arteta for figuring it out, because I think after the first half hour, Arsenal were the better side by a bit, and just couldn't slot one home. Difficult, really, to see Trossard starting, I would say, especially given the fact that Mourinho's been doing so well up front. But obviously the Thomas Partey suspension off a stupid yellow card in the Madrid tie was a real tough one there. So put him in the midfield, right around decision. Who knows? I do expect Mourinho to start up top this game. And I do think maybe that can make a little bit of a difference there, just with the confidence. Mourinho up top has been amazing. I think 13 goal contributions since the end of January. Absolutely insane for a converted midfielder who's never played it before. So, listen, I think there were a lot of glows, a lot of grows from that game. Biggest thing that scared me, Dembele running wild, but say his name for me. This Georgian brother, Tracy. What was absolutely on one.
Real.
I mean, the guy, Jurrien Timber, for my money, is one of the best one-to-one
Torturing
defenders in
Timber.
the world. And Kiwi just had his ass. I mean, had in a tumbler the entire game. An amazing performance from him. I think he was probably unlucky not to score in that first half. And gave a lot of fits in the second half as well, I would argue. So it's going to be difficult to contain them. Jurrien Timber got a little bit of a knock. It might be Ben White, but I think Timber might be back. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be a tough matchup. That being said, they have a really small, I would say their midfield is incredibly tidy. But with Partey and Rice, we should have the physicality boost there and be able to do what we want. I thought Rice was amazing again, despite not scoring 2 free kicks, which maybe we're starting to expect from the man. He can do anything. But I do think we should have an edge in the midfield, and it's really going to come down to whether or not, I mean, the same question that we've asked all year, is Arsenal going to be able to put away chances without a true recognized striker in the squad? I'm hoping that the answer is yes, especially with the return of Marino, hopefully into the starting 11 up front, but it's going to be a difficult test for sure. I'm still taking the boys. I think we just have a different kind of mentality this year. There's a lot of young guys in that PSG squad that, are playing freely, are playing well. I'm not saying they look intimidated, but I do think experience matters at least a little bit here. It's going to be interesting for sure. Last shout out of this game, especially from the first leg, Miles Lewis-Skelly versus Doué. I mean, what an absolute battle that was. For as much as Kivi was giving Timber fits, Lewis-Skelly and Doué were just having the battle of a century, it felt like, out there. It's going to be exciting to see them lined up against each other once again. It should be an exciting game at Paris. Backing the boys to get it done. And we will have all the takes for you once that game is decided and our Champions League final is called. Stick with us here at the end of the pod. We're going to put together a little combined Champions League 11. But first, checking in on the other side of this podcast, Blue Toffees had maybe a bit of a blue weekend because after leading 2-0, Ipswich came and tied it up against the Everton Toffees. Mike, what do you think of the game?
Yeah, I was very excited to start with. Even before the game kicked off, I saw the team sheet, and we had Ndiaye, Dwight McNeil, and Alcaraz running the 3 there in the 4-2-3-1. Really an ideal lineup. Jake O'Brien and Branthwaite at center back, and Patterson got the start at right back. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin was available on the bench. He'd been out for extended injury. So super excited to see everybody at our disposal. And then the game started really well. Beto scored a nice goal. McNeil scored a banger. Goalkeeper maybe sold on it a bit, but good finish, good hit nonetheless. And then fucking Enciso, man, he scored an absolute banger. Bar down.
Beauty, that's all he does.
Pickford didn't have a chance. And Pickford's been class all season. One of the better goalkeepers in the league for my money. Had no chance. No goalkeeper in the world's getting there. And I might be hyperbolic, but Enciso only seems to score bangers. Like he had that one for Brighton a couple seasons back. It seems like he's going for gold. Kind of like Valverde
too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he goes back to Brighton this summer. They look to sell him, move on, but one of the bright spots in this Ipswich team. And then they kept fighting. We took our foot off the gas rather, after that first goal went in and never came back. Dom did sub in at some point, but Ipswich fighting for just a bit of dignity as they go down to the Champions League. I thought it was kind of funny. I think the Premier League schedulers thought this was maybe a relegation battle kind of weekend when they scheduled these games preseason, because the other game going on at the same time was Leicester and Southampton. Fortunately, Everton is not in a relegation battle at this time of year. That has been wrapped up. But the last couple of seasons, this might have been like a oh fuck moment if we drop points there.
Yeah, definitely could have been. But just a weird end to the year. Feels like everything's kind of settled. There's like 4 or 5 teams still fighting for the Champions League.
Such a
Probably more than that.
Such a stark contrast between.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom 3 is relegated.
Again.
The champion's been crowned. it's just a weird season, just a weird one for my money, and hopefully the Prem bounces back a little bit next
another
year.
year
Still been
of-
some amazing football being played, but
Another year
maybe
of,
the
like, the
storylines have
top
just been,
three
oh wow,
from the championship coming up
Man,
and
you
then going
shit.
right back down.
Man, you shit. Tottenham shit. Nottingham Forest was fun for a while, but they're falling off. They could potentially miss Europe. I think they play tomorrow. So the Champions League race will go down to the wire. Everything else definitely settled.
Yeah, shout out to Cody who came on this pod and then his team imploded. So if you are looking for a Footy with the Boys curse, please feel free to join anytime. Drop a little something in the comments. But like we said, the Prem is pretty chalk, and so we move on to different points as we will get here into our locks of the week, which are not Prem related. Instead, we are talking about the Champions League. Let's head to it. Guys did this segment out of order. Blame Flags for not being here. Lock of the week. Mike, what'd you pick in the champs?
Let's start with Flags. I think Flags is going to pick a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw?
Yep, between Arsenal and PSG. And then I'll take PSG to win 2-1 against Arsenal. And then what are you going to take, Nick?
I'm getting a 2-1 win for Arsenal with the full win in extra time and penalties is what I'm going for. So 2-1 to the Gunners, but within the little asterisk that Arsenal moves on to the Champions League. I'm aware of the score of the tie.
Someone's getting a point this week, at the very least.
Hopefully. You would hope
Those are
so.
the three options, I believe. Yeah, I'm just going to give it to PSG based on the fact that I think they're the most complete team left in the competition. And
I don't know about that.
Very, very scary. I wouldn't want to play any of those three dudes at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe they just got Kiwi in like January. While Arsenal were out there counting their pennies. Splash 70 M's.
A dude like Barcola on the bench who is phenomenal as well.
Yeah, well, we have Ethan Waneri on the bench to play a minute and a half at the end of the game, so don't worry. Starboy coming. All right, let's move on here let's do our combined 11 here as we finish previewing the Champions League. You saw our scores. Now you're going to get our takes. We thought it might be fun to do a little combined 11 with 4 teams left. I'm sure we'll do one for the final as well. But Mike, I will let you start in goal. Who are you taking from these 4 teams that are left? Who's the best keeper?
This is a pretty good one. I would fight for Andre ter Stegen, but he just got back from injury, so that doesn't feel right. I really think it's between Raya and Donnarumma. And
yeah, I think
Donnarumma has just been unreal, so I think it's got to be Donnarumma.
I think Arsenal will win that game if it's a different keeper other than Donnarumma. He was doing some highway robbery, especially after that.
Sommer also class, but Donnarumma's just got to edge them all out.
Didn't he get like an own goal?
Yeah, but it was a banger off the crossbar that he knew nothing about.
Nah.
How do I spell that?
He's 6 feet tall, too small. Donn.
Top one.
GG.
Donnarumma. All right. Where do you want to go, Nick? Right back?
I say we start left because there's only one way I'm going with this one, and it's the Wonder Kid himself, Miles Lewis Skelly. A lot of good options here. I think you can pick just about anyone from any of these teams at this point in the competition, but MLS has been different gravy. He's been dominating midfields as a left back. He's 19, and he's just a grown man out there for being that age. So I don't think you're going to find too many complaints of Miles Lewis Skelly being included in this 11.
No complaints. I think Nuno Mendes is pretty close, but Lewis Skelly's been a fucking boss. Let's go right back.
Yep.
Right back. There are a few options. But I think it's Jules Koundé. I think he's been the unsung hero for Barcelona all season. He's lockdown defense, contributes in the attack, covers Yamal really well, frees him up to do pretty much everything on that side. So that's my pick.
I don't hate it. And if we're picking a right center back, I'm also going with my gunner now. This might just be an all Arsenal pick for me, but I'm going William Saliba. Gabriel would be in here if he was, but injured. Kivior looked solid, but we'll give it to Saliba at the right center back.
It's a good pick. Inter PSG. I think I'll go Paul Kubarsi, even though he would generally be on the same side as Saliba. He's been really, really good for Barcelona. Yeah, and talk about a star boy. Dude's 18, playing in the back line for Barcelona at the highest level. There's some other shots, though. I don't think it's as clear in this position.
Your bias is showing. I think Bastoni's a stud on Inter.
Bastoni's very good.
Marquinhos
has been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't feel right to put Kivior or
No.
Serbi or any of the other Inter guys.
No.
I think Marquinhos could have a shot, but I'm going to go Kubarsi.
All right. He's taking his boy. Gotta respect it at the very least, if we're being honest. For the CDM spot, it's a tough one for me because he's been playing as an 8, but I don't think he's going to fit anywhere else in here. It might be the only Arsenal midfielder. So let me take Declan Rice. Let's put him in there. Amazing game. Had to play deeper this last one, and he bossed the midfield. But probably more of an 8 this year, which, by the way, I doubted him being an 8 at the start of the year, and he's proved me wrong. He has added goal contributions to his game. I mean, what a player.
So good. I mean, obviously, no issues there. Can't fight you on that. Could be some PSG guys, some Barcelona guys. I'll go my Barcelona guy out of the way. Pedri's got to be here. Been just class all season. Creative presence in the midfield. Does everything. Yeah, if we're going to win the Champions League, Pedri's going to have huge involvement in this next leg and then the final.
I missed it. Which side am I on?
We'll go right. That's fine. PED. All right. Yep.
Yeah, this leaves me in a tough spot because I think it's the right call, but there are a lot of guys I was impressed in that midfield over this past week. I think Nico Barella deserves a shout, obviously, hell of a player. But the two guys on PSG really impressed me. Vitinha, stud. Did not think he was gonna be that good after seeing his Wolves stint. But also the youngin, the Portuguese kid, João Neves. What a player, dude.
He's class.
I'm not gonna act like I watch a bunch of Ligue 1. But even in that first game, I don't know if he didn't play in that first game against Arsenal in the group stage. He was absolutely electric. I think I'm gonna go João Neves. I just liked his game so much. He like was gliding through the midfield, kept his I love a balanced midfielder, like a guy who's always like has the weight shifted on the right foot and knows where the space is. Just brings me real joy. So I'm gonna go João Neves.
Yeah, I like that shout. He's so good.
Neves. Yeah, there he is.
Let's see. What side do I want to go? I think there's two locks here. I'm gonna go left side first. Rafinha has a legitimate shout for Ballon d'Or this year. Been so good. He's got over 50 goal contributions, and it seems like he scores every damn game. We'll go Rafinha. RAPH.
I feel like you did that just so I would pick him all, and I don't like it. I don't like you doing that to me. So instead, I'm gonna go Dembele down the middle. He's been playing kind of as that false 9 for PSG. Obviously, that front three has been rotating like a mother. But no, Ousmane Dembele, right? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, you had him. You fucked up. I mean, a hell of a player. Finished against Arsenal, but I mean, just an amazing year he's been having for PSG. He did miss that first game against PSG where Arsenal won 2-0. So definitely a difference maker. It seems like bit of a thigh injury last week. So we don't root for injuries, but we might for Wednesday night. I'll tell you that much. So we will see there, and we'll leave the star boy to you, Tracy. You're not wrong, but you're still biased. Who's our right winger?
Yeah, I pretty much only said Barcelona guys, except for Donnarumma. It's Lamine Yamal. Been a bunch of great wingers in the Champions League this year, but Yamal's special. He's Robin's to Rafinha's Batman, and I don't know. He gets on the score sheet every game too. Crazy that he's still 17 years old. Like, you don't want to make huge comparisons. You want to just let him be a kid, but fucking hell, dude, I've never seen a player play like this at this age. Like, I don't think there has been.
He's
unique.
and I hate saying this, but he feels like a more fluid / slightly pacier Saka is what he feels like. Like they have the body control, the way that they're able to shield the ball, where they're able to run with the ball at their feet. They look exactly the same when they do it. It's just he has a little bit more fluidity to his game. For him to be as strong as he is absolutely insane. I think you might be right. I don't know if we've seen a guy like this, at least in our memory. A lot of old heads are probably real mad at us right now, but but a hell of a player and worthy spot in the starting 11. Inter fans, don't hate on us. We are too biased. We did pick multiple Arsenal and Barca players, so understand where we're coming from. We ride or die. Denzel Dumfries, I'm sure, deserved a shout. Bastoni deserved a shout. Barella deserved a shout. But there's an embarrassment of riches to pick from, and I'd put the starting 11 against any. So leave some noise in the comments. Let us know what you think of our Champions League starting 11. What changes would you make? What 11 would beat this one? Let's keep it moving as we wrap up going into our segs with the boys. Last week, a new record was made on this very podcast. A 107 was hit on the Wondergrid. We are now officially a Breaking 100 podcast. From the days of Breaking 200, we bring you Breaking 100. And here is our Wondergrid for today. For those of you playing along, in the top row, we have Olympique Lyonnais, AC Milan, and Ligue 1. And on the left-hand side, we have Barcelona, Champions League semi-finalists, probable La Liga champions, Tottenham Hotspur, Shite Club, and of course, the people who surrendered first in World War II, the very lovely French nation. So let's get into it. Mike, I'll let you do the honors to kick us off. What are we thinking?
Let's go French Lyon, Corentin Tolisso, or Ryan Cherky.
I like Tolisso. It's a fun shout.
Okay, go Tolisso.
I used to think that guy was the truth.
He's not a bad player.
Or do we want to go Moussa Dembele, the striker?
Yeah, there's a bunch of dudes we could go.
Do we think Tolisso will be popular? I don't think so, but
He's still there, but I don't think he'll be that popular.
All right, run it. Quarantine Tolisso.
6. We like those. We'll take those.
Yep.
Okay, we take that. I think Tottenham and Milan won Kevin Prince Boateng.
Yeah, or Emerson Royale.
I feel like Boateng would be less popular, right?
Probably. He's not
Go
as
for me.
recent.
I say we go Kevin Prince.
Prince. Boateng. Space. B. You got to do Kevin
You
first.
guys fucking
His first
suck.
name's Kevin.
What? You're an idiot, brother.
Prince.
Like, you're having me fucking come up with this. This guy doesn't exist.
Where the fuck is he at? Is it a dash?
Yeah, it's a dash.
How
Boateng, buddy.
do you spell Boateng?
Boateng.
There he is. Top.
There it is. All right.
Main man.
12.
12.
Still alive. Still alive.
Yeah. Don't
18.
love that for breaking 100, but we'll take it.
18 off the rip.
Yeah, if we're
Barcelona-
under 10 so far.
Barcelona, AC Milan, Serginho Dest.
Is that too obvious?
I don't think he's like that known.
All right, rip it. Flags, this one's for you.
Ibrahimovic is the obvious one to me.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho is pretty obvious.
Let's go Dest. Fuck it. Let's go Dest.
Yeah, hit it.
5.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. Do we start hitting some of these polls? I say Yassine Adli, French and Ligue 1.
Okay. Definitely good with me. Steve Mandanda.
Got to be under 1%. ADLI. Yassine.
Yep.
Unless he's Moroccan.
0.03.
3.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Has such a memorable face.
Who's a Tottenham Ligue 1 guy?
yeah, I'm trying to think of a Tottenham League One guy.
We drew a dick. Props to that.
Oh, Dimitar Berbatov is one, but he's
Did he play on Ligue 1?
yeah,
Who
he
did he
played for
play
Monaco.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's rip it. Yeah, let's go Derbatov. Like that.
Where? Berbatov, Tottenham League One. Yep. BER. BA. Yeah, that's him.
Rip.
2.
2? Whoa, that's pretty
Okay.
good.
We're on
Okay.
pace, boys. We're on pace.
French
Barca
AC
League.
Milan.
A French AC Milan.
There's Mukoko.
Yassine Adli. Do you want to go Yassine Adli again?
We have Fofana currently.
Oh, we can't pick Adli again, right?
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
Fofana is there currently. Mike Mignon's there currently. Theo Hernandez is there currently. Those are all French.
Theo's going to
guys.
be the most popular pick, so don't pick Theo.
So Fofana is probably.
Did Kevin Gamero play for Milan?
I don't remember.
I think he might have, but I know he played for Valencia. I'm wondering if he played for Milan. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, yeah, we can go with one of those current guys if you want.
Would you go?
Who was
Wesley
on that
Fofana?
sick team with Nesta and everyone? There had to be a French guy, right?
Probably. Midfielder? No.
Was
Let's go Fofana.
what do you know his first name?
FOF. Excuse me. It's Wesley, isn't it? Or is it Yusuf Fofana?
It's not Wesley.
Let's hold off for a sec.
Wesley doesn't sound very French.
Wesley's on
Go to a different place for a
Isn't he
second. Let's think about that one more.
Do we want to go Giroud?
Olivier Giroud's okay. Let's go Barcelona League.
Let's come back to it. There has to be an older guy. Let's come back. To it.
Did Jeremy Mathieu play in Ligue 1? Probably.
Has to have, right?
Lucas Digne for sure.
Did Digne play on France?
I mean, yeah, I would assume so. He's French.
He's like a Villa guy.
Yeah, that's where he's at now. He played Everton as well.
I like Matthew. I think it's a safe bet that he played in.
Jeremy Mathieu.
Unless he was like one of these Basque guys.
Yeah.
No, rip it. Let's go, Matthew.
I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah. I've lost it.
MATHIEU.
You guys fucking suck.
The last name.
What's this? How do you spell
I
his
can't
first
even. It's so small on
Jeremy.
my finger, I can't even see it.
JERE.
Okay.
That's him. Had to have.
Rip it. Had to.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
We take those.
Can't believe he played for Barcelona, man. Leon.
All right, it's nut cutting time, buddy. Who's
Who's
a
played for
Barca
Lyon?
Leon guy?
Barca Leon? Could be tough. All right. Let's go to Yusuf Makoko. Or not Makoko. Yusuf Fofana. Fofana for French AC Milan. I keep want to say Makoko.
Wait, do we want to go Giroud? Do you know this
Giroud could
guy's
be
name?
higher than Fofana.
Do you actually know this guy's name?
Yeah, it's Fofana.
You called him Wesley, though. I don't want to. There's so many Fofanas.
I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure.
Wesley. Wesley's the Chelsea guy.
Yeah, you're right. So it's Yusuf.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Send it.
All right, rip
It's
it.
not
Rip
Yahia.
No, it's not Yahia. It's not
Okay.
Yahia. It's Yusuf.
All right, Yusuf Fofana.
One.
Atta
Let's
boy.
go.
One.
Let's
Atta
go.
boy.
Attaboy.
On
All
pace
right.
for sub 50.
I
You're currently at
don't know
30.
if I know any Tottenham Leon guys.
You're currently at
Well,
30.
I know Ndombele, but he's gonna be the number one.
In Dembele,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Is there a Barca Leon guy? I don't even know a Barca Leon obvious guy.
Digne? That's who I'm thinking, but I don't know. Lyon? Barcelona. Would have been like Lyon back in the day. Midfielders, no.
I don't know, man.
Is this where the run ends?
I think we go Ndombele and see the damage. Let's see what the damage is.
All right, I'm going Dembele.
And then we
Let's
just take a
do that.
shot in the dark if it's too high. NDOM.
Yeah, Tanguy.
Yeah.
Below.
Come on. 20.
Whew.
53.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
So
high.
you
We're out, right?
need,
I think we're dead.
you need 117 or less.
Okay.
Are there any women? Alexia Putellas?
Buddy. Titi?
Samuel Umtiti. Is that where he came from? Leon?
Maybe.
Yeah. Was it like fucking Leche?
Or maybe he went there after. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing him in a like white Leon jersey. But he might not be 17 or less.
Better than not having one.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, let's rip it.
DJ.
Let's rip it.
How do I spell that?
UMTITI.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Come
Please be
on.
good.
Come on. Give me some. Give me some.
Oh!
107, we tied?
You gotta be shitting me.
Tie it for 107, dude. 26.
What was he? Oh,
26. Not bad. How many
Who
were there?
were-
11.
oh, Memphis
six.
Depay.
Dombele was
Oh, yeah, that
number
was an
one.
obvious one.
That's what fucked us. Oh, dude.
6
Did Hugo Lloris play on Leon?
He must have.
Wait, can you do show on the second one in the middle? Or left? Yeah, left.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying.
If Lloris is there, I fucked us.
It's not popping up.
Oh, this is... Well,
You guys can still
there you
hear me,
have it,
right?
ladies and gentlemen. We are tying the record in back-to-back weeks.
Hugo Lloris.
That's crazy.
Was he there?
It's not even, yeah, unfortunately.
Whatever. We have tied the record in back-to-back weeks. What we once thought was impossible, breaking 200, we've left far behind in the dust. And we are now on to breaking 100. It's happening soon. You might be sick of this game. To you, I say, Who cares? Be with the boys.
I don't
Get
remember
some
asking.
polls. Leave some likes in the comments. Let us know who you would have put instead of our picks. But not a bad return effort. So we will break it next week for sure. We will wrap up here in the spirit of one Jared Flag it with our USMNT corner. It is chock full today. Mike, give us a run through.
Yeah, I got 2 things for you guys. Daryl DK scores his first league goal in like over 2 years of play. Welcome back to the score sheet, Daryl DK. He took part in the 5-3 romping of Luton, which guaranteed their relegation down to League One. How far they have fallen. We're in the Premier League last season, and
That's tough.
bang, bang, double rally. The opposite of Wrexham in many ways, and at the hands of Daryl DK. Wow. And then my other one is Brian White continues his hot start to the campaign this year. Vancouver Whitecaps are the story of the MLS currently. Kind of came out of nowhere, are top of the standings, and found their way to the final of the CONCACAF Champions Cup, where they'll play against Cruz Azul, I believe. They knocked out Inter Miami with Messi, Suarez, and the like. And it wasn't really close. Over the 2 legs, I think it was a 5-1 aggregate score, so dominated. One, Sebastian Berhalter, son of Greg Berhalter, is also on that Vancouver team and is actually pretty nice. Contributed with a goal. He's a pretty good player. Yeah, Berhalters maybe they're cooking. Maybe they're going to be coming back into the U.S. fold sooner than later. What do you think, Dave?
You heard it here first, ladies and gents. Berhalter is the savior of the U.S. men's national team. Let me tell you, if either Brian White or Daryl DK figure into our USMNT plans for the next year here at the national level, we are in some deep shit. So congratulations to the both of them. I hope we never hear from you again. But that has been our episode this week of Footy with the Boys. Thank you for following along. Big games here for both of us. One Barca fan, one Arsenal fan. It's going to be a big week. Come back next week to hear all about it. Mike, leave us with some parting words.
Shout out South Pond FC. We got beat 4-1 today, but off the Swans nonetheless. Shout out Producer P for pulling out non-rare silver card. Brian White, 71 rated. That's just disrespectful. Yeah, I don't care how good you're playing. If you have a 71 FIFA card, are you really even a professional player?
I don't even want to sniff you, brother. Get the hell out of my lexicon. That has been it from us, boys. Up the Gunners. Vice versa. We'll catch you next week. Peace. Brian White.